On this episode of Goofing Off,
we visit the Cincinnati Comic Expo to school Leanne on geek culture.
we drop by the Quaker Square newsstand to check out the latest comic trends.
And we have the full scoop on Grand Theft Auto 5 with our review and coverage of the midnight release. Welcome to another episode of Goofing Off. I'm Zach Kuzmic.
And I'm Leanne Andriani.
You know what? I've got to say, you seem a lot more confident coming into this episode, Leanne.
Well, I had to do something. You guys have been giving me a hard time ever since I started the show.
Okay, your favorite Star Wars character is Jar Jar Binks.
Well, I didn't know that was an issue. So I went to the Cincinnati Comic Expo to find my fellow Jar Jar lovers. I love Jar Jar Binks. What do you think of Jar Jar Binks?
I don't love Jar Jar Binks.
No.
No.
It's just annoying. It's an annoying character.
No.
I know he's supposed to be comic relief. I just don't find him funny. Okay.
He's just a very annoying character.
Why is that even a question?
Because I love Jar Jar Binks. Like, have you seen that part where he takes his tongue and he makes it like all numb because he gets electrocuted? Not exactly cute. That's like literally my favorite part in the entire movie.
Because Darth Maul died and Jar Jar survived out of all of them.
I think you're gonna get that a lot.
Probably.
From
That's
the
what
Star
they
Wars
told
fans.
me I would.
Especially from the original trilogy costume
I
guys.
like the original movies. I just like Jar Jar's ears. Do you like Star Wars?
The original ones.
Okay, here we go. So, I'm already sad. Okay, wait. Do you like Jar Jar Binks?
Of course not.
Okay.
He should have gotten run over when they had the chance.
That's so sad. Today I'm asking everyone if they like Jar Jar Binks because obviously they don't, and I'm from another planet.
Yeah. Okay. He made the Ewoks look necessary.
Okay. I wish I understood what that meant, but I don't. Do you like Jar Jar Binks? Yes! Yes! Thank you. She likes Jar Jar Binks. Ha!
Yeah. Okay. Jar Jar. Yeah.
He's so cute. No?
No.
No. No Jar Jar.
You can't be right about everything.
Well,
Chewbacca noise. See? I'm not alone. People love Jar Jar.
You mean that one person who agreed with you?
Oh, you mean my new best friend?
Oh, calm down. She just felt bad for you.
Okay, no, you're the one we all felt bad for. You didn't go with us.
Don't remind me. Now I have to wait till the next con so I can pick up all my comics.
Zach, there's a comic book shop here on campus.
We have one? I've never
Yes.
heard of it.
Well, lucky for you, we caught up with the owner of the Quaker Square newsstand. Let's take a look.
I'm Tom, and I'm the manager of Quaker Square General Store and Newsstand Comics. Yeah, we opened the store in 1978 as a newsstand. I started working for the store in 1988. Came in and really worked with the comics up until I bought the store in 2000. And then I sold the store to the University of Akron when they bought the complex in 2007. We carry probably 98% of all Marvel comics, DC, Image, Dark Horse, Boom, and all the independents. So there's Diamond Distributors, which is the sole distributor of all comics in the U.S. What they do is they have a warehouse where they store books that, let's take Marvel for example. They'll keep an overstock of all their Marvel trade paperbacks there. So the benefit to us is if a customer comes in and says, I want Essential Spider-Man, Volume 2, we can get online and search the warehouse, and it's real-time inventory, so if it's available, we can get it to that customer within 2 weeks. My favorite comic is still the X-Men, so my favorite character is Cyclops. I like how they told his story because I kind of relate to him even though I don't have his powers, that he goes through some of the same struggles that I went through as a kid. So, Con in November is November 9th. We are partnering up with Akron Comic Con. We're going to have it down at Quaker Square. Last year when we did it up at the university, they were expecting about 500 people, and they got about 1,000. The website is newsstandstore.com, and the Facebook page is Quaker Square Newsstand.
So Leanne, have you heard that Grand Theft Auto 5 was finally released?
How could I not? That's all you guys have been talking about for weeks.
Okay, that's what everyone's been talking about for weeks. I feel bad for anyone who isn't playing it right now.
Well, with everyone saving up for the new systems coming out, not everyone can just drop $60 on a new game right now.
That's why we have Casey to show us what great games we can get on the cheap with games on a budget.
Hey, Casey here with Games on a Budget, and surprise, surprise, I'm reviewing a Sonic game. But this one's a little different. This is not an official Sega release, but an unofficial fan game. This is Sonic After the Sequel. Made by a group of friends and itself a sequel to an earlier fan game, Sonic After the Sequel takes place between the events of Sonic 2 and 3, as our favorite blue hedgehog continues his fight against the evil Dr. Eggman. If you've ever played a Sonic game on Genesis, you'll get the feel for this game quickly. It does a very good job mixing the old school gameplay of the early games with the look and feel of, say, the Sonic Advance series. Plus, the storyline cutscenes, awesome soundtrack, and a game that's neither too long or too short is something that all Sonic fans, not to mention platformer fans, should check out. And oh yeah, the game is free. Just Google Sonic After the Sequel and download an awesome game. That's it for Games on the Budget. I'm Casey Church. Game on.
I'm pretty sure Casey is just looking for an excuse to keep playing Sonic games on this show.
Maybe. But at least that's a great game, and it's totally free.
Come on, you know I've sunk all my time into Grand Theft Auto since I picked it up at the midnight launch.
Stick around, because if you're like Zach and the other 13 million people who picked up GTA 5 at midnight, we'll have full coverage coming up later in the show.
Like what you see here on Goofing Off? Then like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page. Crazy for Instagram? Send us a picture of you watching Goofing Off and we'll put you in the next show. Retweet us and you might win a chance to be on Goofing Off.